So we've had actually different types of people come through. People that are in the system, working for the system, and they're totally against this. And then there's people that are working in the system also, but they're for this. You know, they want to see people come back and come back to their families. So we get a number of folks. We get youngsters that absolutely have no idea what a jail looks like. We have judges that have stepped in and spent some time in there that have no idea what it is to be locked up. We've tried to push in DA to, the district attorney to come in and just take a seat and just, start up a dialogue and start talking about where they're sending folks. So we've had folks from, completely being for it and on the other side of it being totally against it. Barrios Unidos is an organization that was started by Nane Alexander in the late 70s, but he started the organization to address the violence that was happening in our communities and to address a number of issues that were happening in our community, especially community of colors. So what the organization does, it does a number of things. We have the prison project. It's a number of things from corresponding with inmates to helping them on their reentry services, try to get help, some type of service information to any of the families that we're working with. The juvenile hall work that we do check-ins twice a week, and one day out of the week we do programming for the people that are serving time, the juveniles that are serving time. We also bring alternative programs to the juvenile hall. A lot of the juvenile halls or the state facilities, they've cut a lot of education, so Barrios Unidos has brought in a lot of the education and cultural programs in. So maybe about 2 years ago, Nane started with a little toy model about this big, and he had the idea of making it into a prison cell. After that model, a couple of formerly incarcerated folks, students, and people from the community got together and started working on this monster. And it's been great. The purpose of this is really to bring up awareness, educate, and just open up dialogue with folks, because a lot of folks really, when it comes to prison or incarceration, they just turn around. They don't want to know anything. Like they say, out of sight, out of mind. So this right here really puts it in their face and really wants to, people walk in and they ask questions. They're right away, what does Barrios Unidos do? What exactly do you do with the people you're serving? And so this has brought up a lot of conversations, and it's just it's been an eye-opener for me. I mean, I talk to a lot of folks within the system and outside of the system, and just to be able to talk about certain things and certain issues. This trailer has actually, without actually going through the system and physically going through everything, this will give you some understanding of what some folks are going through right now. That it isn't that easy to just rehabilitate yourself. It isn't that easy to just come back into society. You need help, you need services. It's been bringing up a lot of topics that were getting overlooked. But it's kind of funny, because even those folks that are totally against it, once we start talking and once we start opening up dialogue, those folks actually turn around and they start realizing what we're trying to talk and the message that we're trying to spread. And so even those folks, just because of this model, they've been able to kind of sit at the table without really being confrontational, and sitting down and just talking about things. Since if you worked in the system, what are some of the issues that you saw, when you stayed as you're working in the system? Because not only is a person that's being incarcerated going through some of the traumas, the physical, the mental breakdown, it's also the people that work these facilities. So even this guard that was, totally against what we were doing, he started talking about some of the issues that he started seeing, him being very angry at one point, being depressed because he was in the same facility, So those type of things. And so we get people that generally tell us, this is great. We had a mother that came through, brought her daughters, and just wanted to show them what it is being locked up. And so we talk about, the adult system, but we also tap into the juvenile system. And I think the more that the community entirely understands more about the juvenile system, they'll understand the adult system a little bit better. What's going on right now with the juvenile hall system or the juvenile justice system is sad. It's really sad because I'm starting to see the future, you know, and it's really, really dark. To be locked up in the SHU, you have to be a validated gang member, a political prisoner, to be doing. So I've been really lucky to be here at Barrios and to be participating in this prison project. You know, I might not be a teacher, but I'm educating in my own way, and this is what my people are going through. We're going through mass incarceration and slavery. I mean, for me, this is a new form of slavery. Or the old slavery. It's still connected. But this is the way that I'm going to educate and hopefully change my community, is through the prison project, through the trailer, and through the work that's done here at Barrios Unidos. And hopefully, you know, we start taking it somewhere else too, because this isn't only happening here in this community. And that's it.